Before we start this episode, I would like to thank all of our members for making this possible. To become a member, click the join button below our videos.
Interesting change of a home screen.
I thought Cool Math Games got taken down.
Gentlemen, welcome to the 6th installment of Five Nights at Freddy's. This is Pizzeria Simulator.
We've had tidbits of Atari gameplay pop up, but how does pixel art relate to horror in any way?
Like Papa's Pizzeria on the Game Boy.
Don't judge a book by its cover. The entire franchise has been a case in point to that.
I wonder how the death of William Afton will affect this game.
Don't say that, I'm still processing sister location. We're feeding more kids?
If not obvious, you have to feed pizza to the kids here.
Again, Michelle would wring me dry for this. How do I give them pizza?
It says at the bottom, hit the shift key.
Oh, you're right. Apparently they need more than one pizza.
These kids must be as wide as the Golden Gate Bridge eating like this.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were the Golden Gate Bridge. Eating 3 whole pizzas like that is unheard of.
Is this the full game that we're playing? Do you have this obsession to pull the rug out from under us every time we start playing a new game, Joe?
Your lack of faith in me is disturbing.
Sister location has caused me way too many trust issues.
Well, there we go for that round. Oh, wait, why is there another Freddy on the other side now?
Looks like he's blocking your pizzas. Yeah, he's just following you.
Okay, so I just have to plot a way to get these pizzas to the children.
Again, I'm going to reiterate that this really has nothing to do with any FNAF game that I've ever seen.
Apparently, you just forgot about every FNAF game ever.
Why did his head just get bigger?
And this is where everything spirals out of control.
Well, I don't really know what to do now.
And that kid is still there waiting for the pizzas.
Was there shrooms in these pizzas? Why is everything melting right now?
Yeah, I don't know what else to do right now, Joe.
What can we even do? Never mind, we're gonna die.
Well, what do we do now?
What the?
Is that baby?
What happened to being entered? And why does she look so decrepit?
Why is it here? Well, what do we do? A checklist. I don't want to take my eyes off this thing.
There's a tape recorder there too. Just what exactly is going on?
I know you guys are busy having a staring contest with this thing, but there's a tape recorder there for a reason.
Well, let's just play it.
Begin tape. Leaving dead space. 3, 2, 1.
Who is this?
The purpose of this tape is to test automated response times and reactions from vintage interactive attractions following audio stimuli.
I don't trust this thing.
If you are playing this tape, that means that not only have you been checking outside at the end of every shift, as you were instructed to do, but also that you have found something that meets the criteria of your special obligations under paragraph 4.
This doesn't meet anything.
Instructions, document response times, then safely secure the space before leaving. Upon sealing the room, you are not to return. Begin audio prompt in 3, 2, 1.
What is going on here?
We have something in front of us, and we need to document if it reacts at all when these sounds play.
Is that what's going on?
Document results.
Well, I didn't see it move, so there's that, I guess.
Begin audio prompt in 3,
We're doing it again?
2, 1.
Why do these audios sound like the apocalypse?
This one was fan contribution via Siren Head, I suppose.
Document results.
Unless I'm not noticing anything, I don't think it's moving.
Begin audio
It would be
prompt
obvious, you
in
would
3,
think.
Are we not going to talk about how this is circus, baby? And what is with these Silent Hill sounding audios? What is the purpose of this?
This one is really bad. Like, what am I listening to?
It is super high pitched. I will say that.
How long will this be going on for?
Document results.
Well, I guess that answers your question. And I still didn't see any
Begin
movement.
audio prompt in 3,
2, 1.
What? Her eyes moved. Did you just see her eyes move, Obama?
Yeah, I saw. I'm absolutely lost on what just even happened.
We went from Atari to Ghost Adventures, all looped back into sister location, which I still don't understand.
Why was Baby back in her old shell anyways? Wasn't she merged with Ennard or something?
Did she jump into a mud bath too? Why is she burnt to a crisp?
It's a new day.
There's
it's
more?
It's your time to shine. It's time to take your career into your own hands.
What is
You've
this?
saved money your whole life. Great. Now it's time to put all your eggs into one basket and take a huge gamble on your future.
Huh?
A gamble that comes with a 100% chance of success in some cases.
What is he talking
What are we
about?
talking about? We're talking about becoming a Fazbear Entertainment franchisee.
We're
That's
owning
right,
this place?
Restaurant ownership and management. Something
guess
almost
so.
anyone can do with a limited degree of success. Sure, it's a lot of money to invest, but everyone's doing it. And that means it's safe and lucrative.
We're only successful because I'm running it.
Oh, goodness, this is going to be an experiment.
Including a small room, some tables, and electricity. But don't forget about the money you had left over after buying your franchise package.
Billions.
Use it to decorate, buy a stage, buy attractions and animatronics, and much, much more.
This will be very interesting.
Let's take a look at a few things that will help you get started as a Fazbear Entertainment franchisee.
I don't need
Such
help. I'm
as
Donald Trump.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere?
Making sure your establishment has an inviting atmosphere is essential to bringing in new customers.
Where's this kid's
Entertainment.
parents at?
Having a lot of entertainment value in your restaurant will ensure that customers come back. Bonus revenue.
This is all
Point-operated
common
games
sense.
and attractions
For you,
can
it's
generate
not so common
additional
for some
revenue
people.
during the day, which means more money in your pocket, ready for reinvestment.
Donald's ear
Health
just
and
perked up at
safety.
that one.
There may be times when you purchase something of questionable quality, and we don't blame you. Cutting corners is just good business.
Exactly.
But there
Somebody
are
gets
steps
it.
you can take to ensure you don't get sued for it. And that brings us to liability.
Donald's
Being a
ballpark once
thrifty
again.
shopper
You
is
gotta be
smart,
business smart
but
in this
be aware
world,
that
Obama.
buying things on sale comes with a certain amount of risk.
Of course it
Aside
does.
from the daily risk of lawsuits, there's also the risk that something might be hiding inside whatever you just purchased with that steeply discounted price tag.
Come
Of
again?
course,
Hiding?
that would only be a serious danger if there were something outside that's been trying to get in for months now.
What?
We're not confirming to be the case. This
Lovely.
concludes the amount of help we're legally obligated to provide.
Also,
Remember, you are now the face of the newly rebranded Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Wear that smile with pride, and let's make some money.
A lot of money.
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for disappearance, death, or dismemberment.
Wait, what?
So, from the looks of things, we've been gifted the opportunity of heading and operating a restaurant from Fazbear Entertainment.
essentially. I actually expected this to be Donald's favorite game because a lot of it is pretty much business building.
Give me the keyboard now, Obama. I'm about to make us all millionaires.
Who needed a retirement fund anyways?
What is this? A tutorial? Use catalog mode to purchase items, animatronics, and other supplies. Use blueprint mode to place items, and upgrade your floor plan.
So this is styled to be like a tycoon game, huh?
Something like that. Remember, it is FNAF, so there's still going to be other mechanics in here as well.
Well, it looks like we're going to figure it out now.
Let's start our entrepreneurship.
Let's see how much cash you had left over after purchasing your franchise package. Great. That should be more
$100.
than enough.
Someone's not
Now
happy.
let's get started. On your left are your product catalogs. You can unlock more expensive catalogs by simply purchasing items for your pizzeria. Use the arrows in the bottom right of the item window to browse the products for each catalog.
Balloon
When
barrel.
you're finished shopping, click the button labeled Blueprint Mode to place your items.
Is this
You can
catalog
switch
from a
back and
lemonade
forth
stand?
between
Why is that
catalog
thing
mode and
unavailable?
Blueprint mode as often as you like before opening your doors to
A
the
duck
public.
pond?
All
When
discount
you're
stuff.
ready to open your restaurant for business for the day, click the button labeled Finished in Blueprint mode. Give it a try and do some shopping.
I want to see blueprint mode first. What are we working with?
Are we in a log cabin?
Now, I'm not necessarily a businessman, but something tells me this is a serious fire hazard.
Doesn't help that it looks like it was built in a national park.
I'm surprised Yogi Bear hasn't made an appearance.
Wait, a sponsorship offer?
Fizz Time Pop Incorporated is offering to pay for advertising in your establishment.
We haven't even opened yet and we already have a sponsor? We'll be drinking liquid gold soon enough.
How are the banners hanging?
It's a loose floor plan.
Now look at this, Obama. We can get some real upgrades going on in this place. Now we are cooking.
Something tells me that you're going to be handling the entirety of this game, aren't you?
It's like watching a kid in a candy store. Let him marvel at the fact that he's business building once again.
Like I've said before, business is an art form, a beautiful art form. And we all know that you can't rush art. Now that we got our upgrades, let's go make some purchases.
Notice on the bottom left that there's specific categories that each item will attribute to.
See, there's downsides of purchasing certain items too.
How is there a liability risk with a ball pit? It's balls.
Probably because it's out of a cardboard box.
I think that's pretty stupid, not gonna lie. And none of these things are available.
Besides that, I guess.
Paper Pals, and they add one atmosphere. For $5, why not? Seems like an easy purchase.
What are you buying?
And I'm getting the duck pond too. It gives us bonus revenue and has zero liability. That's a steal to me.
not really weighing out the options here on some of these decisions, are you?
I'm right now, and you know what? I'm buying the balloon barrel. We need that bonus revenue. And we'll top it off with Tupperware.
You guys unlocked a new catalog. Even though we don't have any money to purchase anything, you should take a look around regardless.
From Walmart to way out of our price range. The bonus revenue off of these games would be crazy, though.
The stages look really well built, though. We could probably buy real animatronics somewhere in one of these catalogs, too.
Obama, listen to this music.
Ooh, it's a catchy tune, I won't lie. Almost like we're playing The Sims or something.
Let's place that here. And our Faz rating went up. I even surprised myself at how good of a businessman I can be.
I wonder what that does, the Faz rating.
It's just a small reward system the game has in place.
Playtest? What the? We're actually grabbing the ducks.
Something else I like about this game is the variety of things you can do here. We still haven't even gotten to some of the major parts.
So do I just pick a duck out? Is 100 points a lot? There isn't a key here to where I can tell.
Considering you got 3 100s, that might be the common choice.
Great, the game hates me. We have 400 Faz rating, though.
I see there's something called play tokens at the top, right? What are those for? You're playing with the ducks again?
Of course I am. I need more Faz rating. I need to get those quick dopamine hits.
Going back to the tokens, those are how many times you can play test the games. The mini games do give you Faz rating, after all.
Well, this is the balloon game that we can test out. I'm at a loss of words right now.
You have to remember that this game was made in the mid-2010s.
Looks like you didn't dislike it that much.
A businessman is savvy and knows how to properly utilize his business and his profits for maximum efficiency. And we just got $100 extra. Now it's time to turn on the jets.
So is this all the game is?
No, there's still other aspects, like I said. Donald is just taking his sweet old time to set up everything here. Rightfully so, too, because he's probably attacking this from a business-like standpoint.
Something tells me that we might be here for a while.
This is why you guys should trust me with business decisions. From $100, I've been able to upgrade the outhouse into something beautiful, very beautiful, and that will make us a lot of money.
It better, because you spent every last dollar in our piggy bank investing in this place.
It's called tactical spending. All of this money that'll swim into the bay will be used for reinvestment. It's like an infinite cash glitch from GTA.
Well, now that the actual floor plan design is done, it's time to move on to the other aspects of this game.
I just had a feeling that spawning in some slot machines wouldn't be the entirety of the 6th game. Obama, pull up those trousers and tuck away any unwanted phallic imagery from your wife.
Huh?
Your restaurant is now officially open. Awesome.
Easy.
That doesn't mean your job is finished, however.
Wait,
you
what?
have a lot of work to do while patrons eat their pizza in the other room.
So we're
From
still
your
here.
terminal, you have supplies to buy, papers to print, and repairs to make.
There's vents with no
Once you've
doors?
taken care of all the items on your to-do list, you can log off for the day and get out of there.
It's basically a
Money for
task
supplies
list, so
and
that shouldn't be
repairs
too
comes out of
hard.
petty cash, so don't worry about it coming out of your pocket. We've got you covered.
What even is all
The
this?
only money you have to worry about is if you choose to upgrade any of the equipment in your office.
That might be convenient.
Now, onto other matters.
Obama, take the
Something to be
keyboard.
aware
Of course,
is
you
that
shift
the ventilation
responsibility
system
to
and
me
your
once
terminal
everything hits the
are
fan.
pretty loud,
Quite literally,
and
you
may
might add.
prevent you from hearing things in adjoining air vents. That won't be a problem if there is nothing in the vents.
Thanks, Donald.
However, if you feel that something might be in the vents, you have a few tools at your disposal to protect yourself.
See, it's not all
You can
bad.
shut off
Then
your
why can't you
terminal and
handle
the
it, Mr.
ventilation
Business
system at any
Aficionado?
time
What
to
the-
decrease
is that
the
an ad?
tension.
This is my own desk station. How am I getting
Also,
advertisements on
shining
how to
your light
operate a
directly
business?
into a vent will most likely prevent anything from jumping out. You also have 3 tools available from the terminal itself. There is a motion detector, an audio decoy, and a secondary ventilation unit.
Sort of like
Keep
FNAF
in
3.
mind, however, that you can only have one of these active at any given time.
Definitely
Now
like
get
FNAF
to it.
3.
Simply log off when you've completed your tasks for the day, and you can go get some coffee.
Well, thanks to Donald for not being able to handle his own workload, because now I'm stuck with dealing with the grunt of the purchases.
All I said was that there was 2 open vents, and that's not something I really want to deal with. I've done enough this game regardless. It's about time you did something for once.
World's best security guard, by the way.
Don't forget businessman.
Well, we talked a lot throughout that whole scenario, so I'll recap what he said. Basically, you just got to hit these buttons and do these chores to complete the shift, if you will. With that being said, you have to be alert for anything that may come up to your vents.
Who do we even have to worry about in this place? There's been no explanation on who any antagonists are. Are we just going to run and operate a restaurant?
You already know, the logic of the lore is that anything can happen at any time. As such, it's important to stay on your toes, regardless if we don't know what we're facing. Typically, you're introduced to whatever foes you have to deal with.
No matter what the situation calls for, I'm always going to be on my toes. I've learned from this game that one too many times with my back turned is not a good idea.
You don't want to get your back blown out.
Excuse me.
Great job. It looks like you're getting the hang of this.
That was
Now let's just focus on getting you through your first week.
really easy.
There's a big party here Saturday, and you should view that day as your ultimate test.
Who's dying this
Make it
time?
through Saturday, and you will have proven yourself as the successful entrepreneur that we all know you can be.
Well, this is a very interesting game so far. In fact, I can't wait to see how William Afton murders people in this one.
I think there's a sheer sense of irony with how we keep having to mention his name.
I think everybody knows what I'm going to say here.